$50 million. Like, I don't know. It's one of my who knows? Who gives a shit? Where did most of the money go? Houses or
planes? It's stupid shit. It was fun.
Because of the of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
And also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweather. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months.
Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson have openly questioned Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial stability, pointing to his continued exhibition fights and extravagant spending habits. Despite reports of a $42 million investment, rumors involving alleged scams and financial difficulties continue to circulate. Their comments have fueled speculation that Mayweather's fortune may not be as secure as it appears, intensifying public debate over whether his wealth is truly intact or more fragile than his image suggests.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about Floyd?
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of anyone. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business, it's more money than everything.
Floyd Mayweather changed the game up when he turned into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. He beat everybody I thought would give him a chance. He just wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him. The best. He didn't pick guys, he took the best. Even the guys I picked against him, he beat everybody, made everybody wrong. Right. That's why he's who he is.
Mike Tyson voiced concern about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s activities after retirement. Although Mayweather stepped away from professional boxing, he continued intense training and later returned for exhibition bouts. Tyson suggested that these moves appeared driven less by passion for the sport and more by financial motivation. In his view, repeatedly stepping back into the spotlight for exhibitions risks diminishing a response to ongoing criticism about his lavish spending habits. The sizable investment suggests a potential shift in priorities, moving away from purely flashy displays of wealth and towards securing tangible, income-generating assets for the future.
We got two more deals I want to get into. Floyd Mayweather just did a big deal. It's a short one, so let's get into that. Floyd Mayweather Jr. just bought $402 million in a real estate portfolio. That's dope. That's super dope. It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000 unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got 1,000 units and 60 buildings.
Joe Rogan weighed in on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent exhibition fights, suggesting that they may be less about passion for boxing and more about maintaining an extremely costly lifestyle. Rogan implied that these appearances could be motivated by financial demands rather than competitive drive or genuine sporting ambition. His remarks add to the broader conversation about whether Mayweather's continued ring returns are fueled by love of the sport or by the pressure of sustaining his high-end way of living.
Exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting. Floyd still trains even when he doesn't have a fight.
Joe Rogan also noted that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s highly publicized showdown with Conor McGregor was a calculated business move. After initially retiring, Mayweather returned to the ring for the mega event and reportedly secured a $100 million payday. While the fight proved to be enormously profitable, many critics viewed it as a decision driven more by financial opportunity than by competitive ambition, reinforcing the perception that business often takes priority in Mayweather's career choices.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Okay. What was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Gentlemen, let's do this.
No, a bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. No, sneak this up, that's that shit I don't like.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is widely recognized for his unapologetic pride, often placing himself alongside boxing's all-time greats and consistently highlighting his own accomplishments. While a strong sense of confidence is common among elite athletes, Mayweather's style of self-promotion is sometimes viewed as excessive, bordering on arrogance. This bold persona has helped build his brand, but it has also alienated segments of fans and drawn regular criticism from media figures and fellow fighters alike.
Still waiting? Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. Had tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
Snoop Dogg, who has long been connected to both the music and sports worlds, made a distinction between being rich and being truly wealthy. In his view, Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have earned enormous sums of money, but true wealth requires long-term vision and sustainability. Snoop's perspective suggests that while Mayweather showcases immense riches, critics question whether his financial approach reflects lasting wealth or simply a focus on outward appearance and short-term gains.
Where did you get that business sense? Because you surpassed everybody in boxing and sports and everything in general. I'm watching you as like, you bigger than the NFL franchise.
You know, every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it's about wealth. You know, I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. frequently compares himself to boxing's all-time greats, a tactic that strengthens his personal brand but also attracts steady criticism. While unwavering self-belief is vital in the ring, many observers feel that his continued lack of humility, even in retirement, has shifted public admiration into frustration. Mayweather has also admitted that his business philosophy revolves around taking bold risks. He has openly stated that he invests in ventures most people don't fully understand, viewing them as fast-track opportunities to multiply his wealth. However, critics argue that this aggressive, high-risk approach can appear reckless and may reflect a departure from more traditional, long-term financial planning.
Experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes. And
then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. frequently takes to social media to display stacks of cash and snapshots of bank statements as proof of his success. While some followers admire the openness and confidence behind these posts, others interpret them as excessive or even insecure. These bold showcases of wealth undoubtedly capture attention, but they also invite heightened scrutiny, prompting ongoing questions about the true stability and structure of his finances.
The Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. That girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. made the unconventional decision to operate without a traditional manager, choosing instead to handle his own negotiations and business deals. This approach gave him full control over his career and finances, allowing him to capture a larger share of the profits. However, the lack of professional oversight also exposed him to greater risk. Without experienced advisors to provide checks and balances, he may have been more vulnerable to questionable investments or potential scams that structured guidance could have helped prevent.
I think with Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him. And but he does, everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like top boys. I just thought, don't worry, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean. But after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, got Sting coming at my ass.
I spoke on stage with Floyd Mayweather. We really resonated, and I gave him a hard time because we were in Miami, and I go, dude, I don't watch boxing. Not my thing. And we chit-chatted about that, and we just spoke about wealth. And we went through the thing. When he stopped boxing, he put so much capital into real estate. He's like, Andy, why didn't anybody tell me this years ago? Because he goes, I'm paying so much in taxes. I don't like the government being my partner. He took all of his money into real estate. And he's like, Andy, I've never had to work so little for so much. He made $100 million in one night. Yeah, the government took half that. Now I make a lot of money and I never get out of bed.
Joe Rogan pointed out that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s constant flaunting of luxury items might reflect a deeper issue. Amid rumors of financial instability, his glamorous social media posts can appear less like celebrations of success and more like attempts to mask insecurity. Rogan suggests that the very image which helped build Mayweather's fame may now be fueling a narrative of financial instability, highlighting the tension between appearance and reality in his public persona.
The only person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. He kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
Joe Rogan noted that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s relentless drive can be traced back to his upbringing, particularly the influence of his father and uncle. While this fierce competitiveness propelled his success in the ring, Rogan suggests it also shapes how Floyd approaches his finances, treating wealth accumulation like another championship to be won, rather than focusing solely on sustainable management.
You'll just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time and the boxing skill.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has often stressed the importance of money in his life, even advising his children to pursue the same path. While his aim of creating generational wealth is commendable in theory, many critics worry that his intense focus on wealth over values casts doubt on the legacy he will ultimately leave behind.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s passion for luxury is legendary. From an $18 million watch to countless other pieces worth thousands each, his extravagant spending consistently makes headlines. While these purchases showcase his wealth, they also raise questions about long-term financial sustainability. Even a fortune as vast as Mayweather's could be threatened by unchecked, excessive indulgence.
My most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch.
One watch.
Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
My watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches, and I got a lot of $1 million watches.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think? You're here for me now. I need some help. Help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000, easy, but it's worth it because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciates.
Dude, how do you buy a $17 million watch?
No, 18.
18, sorry.
Though Floyd Mayweather Jr. has long been recognized as a shrewd businessman, some of his practices have drawn criticism. Reports of exaggerated earnings and neglected financial responsibilities suggest that his brand is built as much on image and perception as on actual accomplishments.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top Rank boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
Even approaching 50, Floyd Mayweather Jr. continues to prominently showcase his wealth on social media. From private jets to designer wardrobes and stacks of cash, these displays reinforce his public image of luxury. However, critics warn that this relentless focus on flaunting wealth could put his long-term financial stability at risk.
So apparently they caught Floyd capping about buying some apartment buildings in New York. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, remember he said he had bought his grandson some property, I think, in Manhattan as well too. So honestly, I didn't really, think a lot of this was a big deal. I mean, they kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old to feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of some type of ownership group that got a part of it, then you got 50.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. was previously banned for promoting fraudulent financial schemes. Rather than learning from that setback, he later engaged in similar ventures, including a controversial NFT campaign with Kim Kardashian. This pattern highlights a concerning willingness to overlook reputational and legal risks in pursuit of quick financial gains.
Mr. I don't lose at nothing is back.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, insights, and exclusive content. Until next time.